So we made it to Moree Showground. It's quite a big area. A lot of people come here and stay. It's $25 a night for a powered site. Water has rained and rained and rained since we've been here, and we've had to move our caravan forward a bit because we were sort of in a bit of a lake there for a while, laying all over the ground. We were stuck in it. Our mat was filthy. Anyway, have a great day. You can see it's starting to dry out now. Well, we're finally packing up and getting ready to leave Moree. It's just been sort of a weather thing. So we're moving on to St. George this morning, which is really good. It'll be great. So, we'll see you there.
We were going to go up through Goondiwindi, but there's still a little bit of confusion whether the road's cut from Goondiwindi across to Nundan Gully, I think it is. So we're going to go up through Mungandai on the Queensland border and head north from there. There's still rumours of water on the road, but it's all passable, so we'll see how we go. But it's a beautiful day here in Moree today. Sun's out. It's the second day in a row where the sun's been shining, so let's hope that the roads have dried up a bit, and we'll see what it's like when we get to St. George. Welcome to Boomy. Boomy's got hot springs, artesian bores, caravan park, little general store. So while we wait out the floods, we booked another couple of nights just at the caravan park in Boomy. We might have a look around and see if there's any free camps in the area, but what we've noticed coming in, there's a fair widespread flooding throughout the paddocks. So I think a free camp might be sort of out of the question a bit. Anyway, we've got a couple of nights at the caravan park. See what happens there.
To Cowley Lagoon. It's a free camp, and there are powered sites here, but first in, first served. It's such a beautiful site out here. Have a look. Isn't it lovely? You can park anywhere apparently. There's no rules where you park. We parked over sort of the other side of the boat ramp, and it's just really lovely. It's great for kids, and it's free. That's the great thing, it's free. So yeah, if you ever come out this way, please drop in here. You'll love it. It's so beautiful, though it's a bit cold and windy right now, so but yeah.
As you can see, this is what the council has done along the foreshore to make this that enjoyable for everyone to use, whether it's locals or travellers like us. It is such a credit to the local council up here. Now I don't know if it's Goondiwindi Council or Miles Council, but yeah, there's a few councils in other states that could really learn from what they have put together here. It's an absolute credit to the local authorities, and such a beautiful little place to stay. We only heard about it from fellow travellers, and we decided we'd pop in for one night just to have a look, but we decided to stay for 2 more nights. We free camped, excellent little spot. It's all gravel. It's not a boggy area at all. As you can see, there's lots of people camped up here. Obviously the attraction of the free power is one thing, but it's just such a beautiful little spot to pull up and camp. We're doing a bit of fishing. Hopefully we'll catch a couple of yellowbelly. If not, doesn't really matter. We've been able to cut a bit of firewood about 2 or 3 kilometres away from the camp. There's plenty of firewood on the side of the road, so we're set up for nice fires tonight and tomorrow night, and we're just going to enjoy it while we're here. Water ski on this lagoon, and you can jet ski, but there's a sign that limits you to how many boats you can have. I think it's only 3 boats at any one time, and they from the boat ramp they can only go right and 1 jet ski at a time, and it can only go left. But the council has set this up with 8 powered sites, 4 electric barbecues, a kids play area, 3 undercover areas, flushing toilets, and all the power is free. There's handicap parking, there's public parking, there's a boat ramp. Boat ramp hasn't been used in a long time, but the whole area is free to use. I believe it cost around $2 million, and the council has put this in for travellers. A terrific idea. Here we go. Here's the missus just laying back enjoying herself, just sitting on the bank of the lagoon. We've had a few bites, and oh, there goes my rod.
But that's such a lie.
We have seen a turtle stick his ugly head up every so often, so we don't know if it's him that's doing the biting or what. But yeah, we'll just wait and see if the little bite we had will turn out to be a little perch or a yellow belly. There is some beautiful bird wildlife on the lake as well. Lots of cranes and bits and pieces flying around. Well, whatever was biting looks like it's not going to have another go at it, so I'll put it back in the rod holder and we'll see what happens later on. Today we're staying at the Crossroads Caravan Park in Miles. We've got a nice little spot right next to the community kitchen, and you'll see that we've got a nice little fire pit area as well. We had quite a few people sitting around it last night. We've got a fire going, had a lovely chat to a lot of the travellers heading around. The caravan park itself is very nice. It's a little bit noisy on the main highway, but it's a nice spot to stay. Beautiful clean amenities block. The staff here are really nice, really friendly, love to have a chat. Full facilities including a dump point, and this morning we're going to go across the road to the Miles Historical Village to have a look around. Apparently they have about 38 historical buildings to look at, which details the history of the surrounding area. Here we are starting our tour into the first building. While I've been walking around, we've come across a couple of old medical journals or dentist journals. Oral surgery, diseases of the mouth, American textbook for operative dentistry. And then when you look down and have a look at the old dentist's chair, you go, wow, there's going to be some pretty painful stuff happening in that little old chair. Again, just having another quick look at some of the handmade horse and carts and carriages that are on display here. You know, some of the work here is just beautiful, really intricate, and just detailing a bygone era. Our telephone system has certainly progressed since these days. Imagine trying to FaceTime on something like this. For anyone who's ever complained when your clothes washing machine is broken down. Certainly doing it this way in the old days would have kept everyone busy. Just standing here having a look at the old steam train and Tony acting the goat. And a little old ticket station. And one of the original Miles train rail sidings. And just a quick look at some of the old track switching equipment they used to have to use. One of the first slab huts we've come in to have a look at. Don't know who owned it.
Oh, the old...
Wow, look at the bathtub.
Oh.
And it looks like we've got the family room here. And Tony was saying, yeah, look, main bedroom. Wow. This building is part of an early dwelling on River Lee Condamine. It is thought to have been built in the 1890s. Some of the timber has been pit sawn, but other saw marks indicate that a circular saw has been used. We're now looking down the main street that's been set up in the historical village, and you're able to go into most of the stores, bakeries and shops to have a look around. One of the new exhibitions they've got here is a complete exhibition on the Great Artesian Basin Centre. It's a fairly modern display. The Great Artesian Basin, a gift to all Australians. So it details where all the artesian water is found in Australia. Cross section of the eastern part of the Great Artesian Basin. Detailing core samples that have been taken over time. Some of the core samples go down nearly 1,300 metres, 1.3 kilometres. This one here was drilled to a depth of 1.5 kilometres. Now head into, it's like a little cinema room. So we get to watch a presentation. Some of the really old grain harvesting equipment on display here as well. We've just come onto another display here. It's an old saw pit. So what used to happen here was you'd have two-man operation. There's the old saw for cutting slabs. One bloke would have to stand down in the pit and operate that end, and the other bloke would be on top operating the top side. And yeah, I reckon on a real hot sweaty day it wouldn't be much fun down in the bottom getting covered in sawdust all day. But that's the way they used to make the old slabs before modern day methods. We all know what quartz crystals look like, but here's a display of some really big smoky quartz crystals. A display of thunder eggs. Different areas of Queensland.
Wow. Really different.